How we feeling? Into the Flood again. Jason Flood with the 5 dono. Thank you so much, Jason Flood. I guess we're all kind of feeling Final Fantasy, although I've got a lot of angry comments. I think there's a lot of hype, but I think there's a lot of resentment out there as well. My Sephiroth deck got a lot of negativity, which was surprising. Don't really know why. Nothing really in it too controversial, you know? So, we're back on our grind, guys. Let me lower myself down to be in hat level. There we go. I was thinking about a red. Something in red here. But I also want to make the Chocobo deck work. Chocobo. You know what I mean? The GF Cerberus, I think, is interesting because I feel like multiplying that many fucking hits is useful. You know? How you doing, Tempest? Buggy man, 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 buggy man. Yeah, Universe is beyond hate. Everyone kept saying the fucking Sephiroth deck sucked, even though it won a bunch of times. I don't know how they could have played the Sephiroth deck. Just a lot of weird comments. Mineral Areas, how you doing? Mamulian, welcome. Jason Flood, Chris Chaos, Emmett, Dragon King, how you doing? General bitchiness, yeah, there was some just kind of, I'm mad at Universes Beyond, just nitpicking a lot of shit. I don't know, the vibes, that some people just had real fucking shitty vibes. Nightmare, how you doing? You know, I'm not mad at it, I just found it curious. I haven't had people with that negative vibes for a long time, so, you know, I was just surprised. You're quitting MTG for a while, Dragon King? Why is that? Yeah, I'm aware of that. I played it. I built it. I'm aware that it works great. You just always have people coming and telling you this sucks. It's always funny to me because, like, I've hit Mythic or done really good ranking and climbing with a deck, and I'll be like, wow, this deck works fantastic. And then somebody will come in my comments, they'll be like, I lost 12 games in a row with this piece of shit. And I'm like, it's such a self-report of bad playing because you should have accidentally won a fucking game after a certain point, you know what I mean? You should have mistakenly, locals not firing standard that much anymore. Oh. But, yeah, the irony is that I'm like, bro, that's a self-report right there, man. If you played 20 games with my deck and you didn't win one, you fucking suck, dude. You should have fallen over on a win at that point. You should have accidentally gotten yourself a win. There's no reason that should have been that bad. Gojiki. I feel I can get Mythic with Dion Knights. Yeah, I think Dion Knights has length too. I think that probably the only thing that you may need in Sephiroth is maybe a little bit less legendary, and maybe a splash more. Maybe you need a splash more removal. GF Cerberus would be good in the Wizards deck. Yeah, that's true. You might need a bit more removal, a bit more card draw. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I've made it to Mythic with my own deck, so I've had a lot of people come into the comments, hey, I made it to Mythic with this, I ground a Mythic with this. Which is great to hear. I love to hear that. I love that I guided some people there. And then you get the miserable people that are like, I've lost every game I've ever paid with this. So why does an equipment make creatures into slick shots, red becoming worse than control? Oh, look at that. Look what we got here, boys. Look what we got here. Is it? This is the biggest problem right now. I think that this is probably due for a ban. Probably the most deserving of a ban. Is it is too strong is the issue. Music is too loud. Oh, I forgot to turn it off, sorry. Thank you. It's on site, by the way. Me and Vivi, it's on site. Oh, second Vivi? Okay. There you go. So basically he has infinite mana now. See that? Do you see the issue here? Do you see the problem? He's a wonderful little guy. Yeah, listen, Vivi, I love Vivi's character. But he's a fucking menace, bro. He's a fucking menace, man. You have to have fucking removal for him. And by the way, this is like the 5th time that I've played, not even 5th, probably like the 7th time that I played Is It with this. It's very, very hard to beat Is It nowadays, man, with anything else. How do we got 25 people in the chat and 9 likes? That's a goddamn shame right there. That is an absolutely fucking goddamn shame. Y'all don't know what the like button is? I still haven't trained y'all. Let's get those shame likes up, man. Whoopsies, I gotta go whoopsies. Oops. I forgot to do the one thing that Jay's constantly harping on me about. I forgore. It's okay, I forgore sometimes too. Mage's Guild Wing. Boom. Up Beanstalk. You don't see that too often anymore. Raise a Choco. Boom. Okay. I don't know if we need summon Fenrir. We might do something different than that. Ambrose, White Heart. Use Saz's Choco. Okay. Demon of the Hauntwoods. Let's see if we can get up enough here. A mana would be decent. That's not terrible. Let's do that. He's just gonna wipe. I needed another bird out quicker than that. Because he's just gonna wipe me now. Where is it? Where's that wipe, man? I know you got it in there. I know you got the sunfall, man. Come on. Oh my goodness, he didn't have a wipe. He only had fucking destroy. That's crazy. My biggest issue with a side quest Raise the Chocobos, you have to have 4 birds at the beginning of your main phase. So you have to have it very quickly, which is kind of an issue. You have to immediately have the birds. Do you know what I mean? It fucking goes hard if you can flip it, but you have to have 4 birds when you start right there. Thank you so much, Sephiroth. Actual games of Magic. I have to suck in the play queue hardly seen Izzet. Yeah, play queue is a little bit better. Everyone is grinding Izzet right now, which I knew was going to be a problem. Surprisingly, I haven't seen too much of that Una deck. A few people have reported Una activity, but I have not seen it. I have not seen it. Put down Minute, Guild Wing, put down Belly, Best Caller. Quest Caller, Shot Caller. Hit him. Boom. Brassley Bell. Alright, let's do this. Let's go for it, man. Let's hit him. Alright. Yeah, I think that's honestly the biggest thing, is that it is hard to build a Una deck. It requires a lot. The summons are expensive. Everything's expensive as shit. I do think that is part of the problem. Part of the ship, part of the crew. You gonna go in on me? My turn. Activate. Let's get it. Land down. Let's hit him. Boom. Let's hit him with that. I think we do Saz's Chocobo and then Traveler's Chocobo. I think we can absorb a hit here. I don't think we're in that bad a shape. Tanuki, how you doing? I see Izzet a lot on the alchemy ladder. Tanuki, what are you thinking about the mono red situation? Do you think it's just better? I remember I had a question for you. Do you think it's just flat out better to run, to currently run, to just fucking bite the bullet and run Izzet, or does mono red have a chance currently? Is there even a thought for it? Is there even a prayer for mono red right now, or is it just Izzet is just going to be a flat better deal for us? Scry. Okay. Horde 2. Isn't it slightly better? Yeah. That's kind of what I figured. We'll do Brushlands and Requisition Raid here, I think. Unless he's got an Audacity or some sort of trample, I'm not too worried. Drakecatchers, yeah, Drakecatchers. I tried to build a Drakecatcher back in the day, and it didn't work that well, but I think people have kind of got it solved now. Stella Bravo Actual believes that fucking whatchamacallit beats it. She says that boom, 8. Again, even more trample on 8. We'll take 8. We gotta watch out for Tifa's limit break. Oh, that's a sorcery, isn't it? It's not an instant. Or is it an instant? I don't know anymore. Let's do this. Let's do this. Choco and Boggs. Steel Cutter, I know. Steel Cutter will... The Steel Cut Oats, man. Nothing more nutritious, nothing more delicious than Steel Cut Oats. I keep telling people, you gotta start running fucking artifact cracks. You're not gonna get anywhere unless you're running artifact cracks, man. You gotta do it. And as long as people are getting their Core Steels broken open, it'll reduce the amount of Core Steels out there. I guarantee it. Just like Men's Warehouse. I guarantee it. You're gonna like the way you look. Ops goes first, which I'm not crazy about. Do that. Well, this is Reanimator, so probably not a great... You didn't get very many. You didn't get anything very good. Okay. Drive class. We'll do side quests with the Fabled Passage. Surveil, he's really trying to reanimate here. Lodge Archaeologist. Clayton's Gravestalker. Let's do GF. Let's do Fenrir. Push in. Okay. I think we do Raise a Chocobo and Barks and Bobo. Do Fabled Passage. Raise a Chocobo. Fabled Passage. And then Barks and Boko. We can do a lot of damage that way, even if it brings back something juicy. Quag Feast, who's he gonna get? He got that one. It's tough. Chitin Gravestalker, very nice. Okay. Hardstead Hommel. So, first things first, I think we gotta do this. Boom. That'll to put him down to 4, so I think I gotta do... Choco and Mog. That'll come in. Choco Kick. Push him in. Okay, Raise and then Bart's and Boko. I think he'll try to do something here. Yeah, that's not him. I miss Gravestalker again. 1. I didn't get it. Two of them. I can take a hit here, and then Bart's and Boko will have to do the big work next turn. Got too many side quests. He's gonna go in for 5. I'll take it. That's fine. That's not in that bad position. Mill. Get off the mill. Okay, Healer's Hawk. Voids. Is he gonna play removal? That's what I'm scared of. I'm waiting for that removal there. It doesn't matter. It's already on the stack. Oh, it does matter. It does matter. It does matter if it's not on the stack. Okay. Alright. Good for you, man. It's these birds. He hates these birds. Again, he's played fucking so much removal every single turn. No blocks. I need to draw something better here. Sats is Choco. If he just has more removal right now, it's just gonna keep hurting me. He's probably gonna play it. Okay. Going for 1 on that. Alright. We got 4 birds. Yeah, he's just gonna play 5. And it's now I'm never gonna be able to flip fucking whatchamacallit. Alright, he's finally out of fucking removal here. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Finally out of removal. Let's see what I draw here. And it's nothing! I draw nothing! Hopefully he doesn't draw another goddamn removal. We'll see. Gotta block that, unfortunately. Aurora White Heart. Boom. Okay. Maybe we'll flip, but he'll probably just play more removal. He's played so much removal, dude. It's ridiculous. He's probably just has more kill cards. He has played so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 kill cards. I can't do anything because he just kills everything every turn. Valley Quest Caller. Boom. No attacks. Probably another fucking kill card. Block that. Cast Trailblazer. Do I have how to make a deck video? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Not sure what you mean by that, buddy. Do I have how to make a deck video? Like how I build deck videos? Is that what you mean? Okay, going in for fucking land. Nothing. Plus Buster Storm. Oh, how to build a deck video. I mean, technically every single shakedown breakdown is how to build a deck video. If we're being fair. I generally share that. I generally share that right at the beginning of every video. Usually tell you right away what my thinking behind the videos are. Yeah, I got exiled over and over and over and over and over and over and over again there. I've said this. Make sure your deck does one thing good and one thing great. All you really need to do is watch my shakedown breakdowns over and over again. I suppose I can make one, but the thing is that deck building isn't an exact, it's not the same. Building a mono black deck and building a fucking red aggro deck are not the same thing. It's hard to say there's a universal truth other than have one thing great and one thing good in it. Don't pigeonhole yourself into one idea, and don't have two mediocre ideas fused together. Have a really good idea and a backup. That's your best bet right there. Hey, how you doing, Kitty Kate? Builder's Talent. Crazy Wall. Boom. Boom. One more non-land permanence. Builder's Talent again. Very nice. No attacks. There's plenty of good stuff. I don't think there's anything that's abysmally bad. There's plenty of decent things. This is Omniscience. He doesn't have it yet. He may not have it. Stock up. Redeemed a beast. Remed a beast. Doesn't have it. Let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. Down to 3. Okay. Could have a Sunfall, could have a Destruction right here. What's that? Town Battle Fire. Discard a card. I think this is, welcome, Rema to Beast. We'll give you a shout out in 1 second here. Boom. Do that. I think we can do that. So, put the cards that work with the deck. You don't need to have, oh, I need to make sure I have more mythic rares. You could build the deck with no mythic rares and make it very viable. You could make a, I've ranked up with decks with only uncommon. You don't need to have a number of rares in the deck to make it work. You need to have good cards that work together. I've always said that a deck full of mythic rares that have no synergy is way worse than a bunch of uncommons that work beautifully together. You've got to make it work for you. You've got to it doesn't really matter. It's how well the deck is constructed. That's why we kind of always make fun of good stuff, what I call good stuff decks, which are just a big pile of fucking expensive, powerful cards. Occasionally that works, but also just as much it flops, and it doesn't work as good because there's not really any synergy between a lot of really good cards. There's just a bunch of really good cards in a pile. Need to kill that one. Rema da Beast. Okay. Let's do Chocomon. Red deck's probably because he has GF Cerberus in here. He probably has GF Cerberus. He's almost all burned. This is pretty impressive here. Pretty shocking. Yeah, if I don't get a removal, I'm just gonna die. Boom. He has played Monstrous Rage and Burns, and I have had no removal. I have to cut down a Bartz and Boko. It's a good card, but I don't need this many of them. You end up with a bunch of them on here. I need more removal, unfortunately. It's just the nature of the beast. Probably got me down just because he's gonna have an insane amount of kill cards or trample or something like that. No, I don't need to draft to understand how a card works. The best thing you can do to understand how a card works is play it. Unfortunately, this is not a very forgiving system, and you're not going to know exactly what you want to know about the card. Either watch someone play it if you can't play it yourself, or play it yourself. it's very tricky. It's very tricky to say. Because the thing is people can tell you, this is a great card. It's so good for fucking control, slow-paced weirdo games. And it's like, well, I don't want to play that. So how is that a good card for me? It's not. It's not a good card for me. So what defines a good card? It's universally good? It always works? Like, what are we talking about here? You know, that's kind of the question. What's a good card? Definitionally, what is a good card? It's hard to say. It's good in certain situations, you know. It's very tricky to say this is good, this is bad. I think it's kind of folly to kind of just say, yeah, that's a good one, that's a bad one. Turn that. Let's flip it. Okay. More discard, maybe? I don't know. Over the Apocalypse. Alright, we're about to get real silly here, guys. We're about to get real silly. Creature disguise him. Nightmare. Under 50% win rate for who, Jump Squad? For me? No, it's not. It's like at a 70. Because I fucking run that shit. You give me some gain and drain, I'll fucking paint you a masterpiece. That's what I'm saying. You could hand me, you could say, this is the best fucking deck in the game currently. And if it's a fucking Azorius control deck, I'm going to play it like shit. You could say this is B+ tier at the best. And that's the thing. It's really situational. It's really definitional. There's not really hard and fast answers to these. I mean, the only answer is that mono red aggro is always good forever. It's been good since 1993. It'll stay good for the rest of all time. But it's very, very tricky to. Yeah, I know. It beat the shit out of people with Sephiroth. Is what I'm saying. The way I set my Sephiroth deck up, I beat the fuck out of people. And it was great, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I beat fucking Crow-Keys with the Sephiroth deck. You know? Which one did he ask about? Okay, I'm looking at two chats, so sometimes I don't see the whole story. Alright, so he is going to do Audacity and Audacities. Boom, he's going to come in. I respect this guy for playing Poison. You know, I'm not even really mad at him right now. We're going to Landfall. We're going to Bart's and Boca, yeah? We're going to take you to Bart's and Boca, we're telling here. Boom. I used to live my life. Everyone's been shitting on Sephiroth decks. I did great with it. I don't know why everyone is like Sephiroth decks are shit tier. I did not have that experience. I feel like I did a great job. Destroy artifact, pump everybody. Pump everybody. Boom. not everyone plays Game and Drain like that. Now we're talking. Oh boy. Your goblins, vamps, and angels have been super helpful crafting your deck. That's great to hear, Sterling. I really appreciate that. Dark Dragons, how you doing? Every now and top deck can be beaten. Demons, yeah, demons. And I'll tell you why. Annex is so fucking good, man. There's such good curve in demons. There's such a nice, thick, juicy curve. Hey, what's up, Gromit? I'm not giving this deck out. You gotta go. You're gonna have to go to the channel tomorrow to get it, because that's where I want it. Go to the channel. But we'll do a shakedown breakdown soon with it, so you'll be able to see something. The two most effective decks that I really walked people with was Sephiroth and Orzhov. People mostly base that, Chris Chaos, people mostly base that on championships, what championships they won. Bum, 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 bum. Truxodactyl, how you doing, man? Oof. Side quest, raising Chocobo. I noticed this phenomenon earlier, which was everybody has absolutely been shitting on Sephiroth decks. I don't know why there's such a vehement anger towards Sephiroth decks. But I had a lot of comments saying all Sephiroth decks fucking suck. He's going to sweep me right here. He's going to hit me with the... Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, amazing. He didn't get it. That's really shocking. Okay, he didn't get it. What is that? All right. This is going to be tricky. Okay. So we've got to hold stuff back here. We've got to hold stuff back here because he wants to sweep me real bad. Yeah, demons, I love running demons, and I wish I could run more of them. We're going to hold on to Ambrose Whiteheart. Tiers is basically, it's what's one's tournaments. It's what people consider competitive or heavy in the meta. No, I don't care for Bant, and no to my viewers. I know what side my bread is buttered on, and my viewers do not like Bant. Unholy Annex absolutely fucking wrecks people. That's the best thing about fucking demons is Unholy Annex is such a powerful card. And what I'll never to Numbskull's everlasting, I don't want to say shame, but irony is that I had really had to sell him on it. He didn't think it was good. Birds is doing quite well. Currently at a 60% win rate in ranked, which is, you know, that's respectable. That is very respectable. I feel it is anyways. I feel 60% is perfectly fine. You know, it's ranking smoothly. I had to put, the only thing that I really needed to load it in with, unfortunately, is I had to put a fucking shitload of, I had to just absolutely cram, just smear like peanut butter, fucking, removal all over this bitch, which was terrible. Let's grab a pack here real quick. I had to load it with way more removal than I was happy with, but such is life. Mono Red and Izzet will beat the fuck out of you if you don't put some sort of, if you don't try to put them in some kind of box, they will absolutely mug you. Oh, Edgar, King of Figaro, a card that I'm never going to use in a million years. At least I got Baron Rivalry for Deadly Dispute. That's fun. No, I didn't feel like any of the red cards in Chocobo were that useful. I didn't feel like any of them, the red Chocobo just didn't do it. I'd rather do just Landfall Stompy, you know. You've been working on a janky VV deck. I know you've been in the lab with the VV. I know you've been doing awful and terrible things. You remind me of that. What is that one where the guy goes, he's like, I have such wonderful sights to show you. Is that Event Horizon? that's what I imagine Trex is doing with Vivi right now. Come and see. I have such wonderful and terrible things to show you. Ooh, is he gonna go after the Chocobo or me directly? Probably me directly. No, he went after the Choco. Okay. Alright, well let's that happens. Sarkin Dragon Ascendant. Wait. See, we really flopped out here. I gotta get rid of the extra parts in Boko. He's always in my fucking hand and he never does a good job. Alright, well I'll have to kill this whatever it is. Boom. He's gonna go in on he's gonna try to flip it. What I'm gonna do is kill you. Unfortunately, I have to do this. Yeah, I got a shit hand here. This is terrible. I got a horrible hand. I got an absolute shit hand. Absolute fucking dog water. This has happened more than once, which is not a good sign that I have multiple I have hidden. I gotta take apart some Pokemon. I'm getting back in the MTG Pokemon. Are there any Noctis cards? If so, what's his archetype? I'm not seeing a lot of Noctis content. Final Fantasy 15 did not get a lot of good content. The Noctis card kind of fucking sucks. I think the better one is the Commander one. The standard Noctis card kind of fucking blows. I hate to be the one to tell you. As a matter of fact, all the Final Fantasy 15 cards aren't that great. Joel LeBull, did you just hit Mythic? Is that what you were saying? Choco Kick. Saz's Chocobo. Requisition Raid. Side Quest. Bart's and Boko. Traveling Chocobo. Ambrose Whiteheart. Legendary Creature. Aiden is good. Yeah, Aiden is probably the best one. Aiden is good. There's some decent ones. I don't want to discourage you and say they all suck. There are some decent ones, but they did not eat as good as other sets. I will say that. They just didn't. They did not eat as good. Unfortunately. Let's put in another Miners Guild. Why not? I'm actually going to put out an Arden deck tomorrow. Chocolate. Vivi didn't show up as much as people expected. Bro, I've got my ass beaten by Vivi decks. Hey, Lord Gypticus, the Flipticus, the #1 Kipticus. Oh, man. Still fucking... Get a mulligan, this fucking horrible hands. Ops goes first. We'll get rid of a Fenrir. Aiden, if you can cheat him out on the board, is fine. Yeah, Aiden can be very broken. Corey Steel Cutter. Yeah, side quest. Boom. No, the set is very cool. If you like Final Fantasy, you're gonna like it. Gobbler, how you doing? Welcome. I have artifact destruction here, but of course I'm not gonna get it. They don't like you to get artifact destruction. Oh, look at that. Boom. Thoughts on Cecil? He's a fucking monster. You didn't watch my video today with him? Uh-oh. That's a self-report right there. Damn. That's a fucking self-report and a half right there, Gobbler. You're getting a werewolf tonight. You're getting a fucking werewolf tonight, man. Didn't even watch the new one. Damn shame. Boom. Kefka is tricky. He's good in a wizard's deck, but he's tricky to get out. Let's push him down range here. Boom. Okay. Alright. Thoughts on Cecil, man. And the Cecil deck went out today, man. Jay makes videos, I know. Shocking. Shocking revelation. Jay makes YouTube videos more at 11. He's gonna load this guy up right here. He can't resist it. He's gonna absolutely fucking load him, jack him to the fucking tits here, which is gonna be really funny. Ooh, look at this. Okay. So, we do that. We do that. We do Barts and Boko. We're gonna hit him. Oh. Cosmic Brownies, how you doing? You gotta wait out, Red, man. Sometimes they overcommit. You gotta wait them out. Occasionally, Red will overcommit occasionally. You know, wild ride him. Wild Irish ride right there. I'll let you get your 7 off, man. Good for you. Watch your rage. Pump it. Good for you. Good for you. There you go. All right, back up. Doing good on the Chocos, man. Doing good on the Chocos. I'm not mad at it, guys. I'm genuinely, I didn't think I'd like the Chocobo deck. 55 to 60% win rate in ranked. I can't be mad at it. And that's most of those losses were to fucking like, is it blowing our back out immediately? But we've actually been able to handle, is it pretty decently. It's mostly if somebody just has spams removal, you're going to have a hard time. But overall, I'm not mad at it, guys. I actually really enjoy the mechanics of it. You can keep it 2 colors. You can keep it simple. You can keep it landfall. You don't even need to do Tifa. And you can mostly use new cards for your funds, for your fun times. So, Barts and Boko doing their thing. We're going to leave that Chocos right there. We're going to give them a little rest. Give their little flappy wings a rest. And move on to the next one. Hope you liked it. Choco. I'm not mad at it, honestly. I can't stay mad at Chocobos. It does what it says on the tin. It's a very nice landfall. We're gonna call it Choco Loco. We're gonna call it Choco Loco. By the way, Jose, let me show you a Aiden deck real quick, just for your convenience. I'll show you. Boop, 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 boop. Jay is Chocobo Master. Cosmic Brownie. Sephiroth is Sephora. How you doing, Lord Gypticus, Gojiki, Mamulian, welcome. The Realia. Persuasive King, how you doing? Welcome. Got a pretty big crowd here tonight. Alright, I go first. I'll do Belmerk next. Just drafting. Let's do Belmerk. He's gonna flip it, rip it. Yeah, I don't care. If you haven't realized yet, I mispronounce everything on purpose. Did you hear that I was calling whatchamacallit, Knight of Malice and Knight of Grasse, if you watch the Knight deck. I was like, yeah, you get out your Knight of Malice and you get out your Knight of Grasse, and you're good to go. I do that on purpose. Because I think it's funny. Terizian Lightshitter, there she is. Aiden the Usurper. Let's say discard a card. Boom. Let's get rid of a Jumbo Cactuar. Draw. Boom. Boom. Okay. If we can get another mana, we'll be good to go. Or a Zombify. A Zubumafu. Boom, 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 boom. I'll bring that back. Boom, Esper Origins, boom. Boss, who's he gonna bring back? Oh, okay. Valves. He absolutely crushed my entire deck with this one move right here. This Duress. He fucking broke it. He broke the whole fucking deck in half with that one move. If I could have gotten Arden out, I could have got him. But we'll see here. Oh, we'll take the see what we get.
Something suspicious is going on.
Perfect sacrifices. Take Delbert.
One of your friends has to leave.
If we get Liver Die or Zombify, we win the game. We did not. Killed me with that. If he wouldn't have had that one fucking Duress, we would have got him. Very funny how that works out. Very funny. Ooh, he's gonna bring back Absolute Virtue. Interesting. Going with that. Terizian Lightshitter. Block that with that. Block that with that. in. Nice. Each player discrads a crad. As one crad to another crad. We discard all of the crads. He plays there. Nope. No card for Jay there. No card for Jay. As for Origins, would I ever run... Hey, there's my liver die. Would I ever run a, Would I ever run a whatchamacallit? Would I ever run Absolute Virtue? What's the point? Like, for what reason? Just to run it? Like, you have protection from each of your opponents. You can't be dealt damage, enchanted, or targeted by anything controlled by your opponent. I mean, well, it was already loaded up. I didn't need to worry about that anymore. I already had a Cactar and I already had an Aided in my graveyard. I already had those locked and loaded. All I needed to do was hit any of my resurrection, and I had one in my hand, but he hit me with a random fucking duress on turn 2. And that ruined the whole thing. Yeah, I don't really see the point. I don't see the benefit of... You get protection from everything. Hey, what's up, Keeper 8? How you doing? You get protection from everything, but also it's just a creature. It can be killed, right? It can just they'll just knock it out of the way. I don't feel like it's you know what I feel like it is? I feel like that's a commander card. I feel 100% like that's a commander card. Because it's funny for all of your opponents. I only have one opponent, but for everyone in the game to not be able to do anything to you is funny. For one guy to just look at you and he goes, okay, well, I play fucking removal. That's not funny. That's not really anything. Look, aggro. Dying to VV decks all day? Tell me about it, bro. We're about to die to a VV deck right now. Boom. We got Demon Wall. Probably gonna hit it with a Lightning Bolt. They usually do. Hoisting Cutter. Sleight of hand. You gonna go in with them all, or just one? You should go with them all. Yeah, you should press them all. Put that in there. I don't need this either. Select. This is where sweepers come in handy, guys. This is where sweepers come in very handy. I think we gotta do Dredger's Insight and a kill card. I think that's probably our only option here. Return. We'll return that. We'll hold on. We'll wait to see who he pumps with the kill card. Storm Chaser's Talent. Boom, 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 boom. Nah, I think we're pretty much dead here. Yeah, unless you have a sweeper, just 80,000 pounds of removal, you're not going to get anywhere. I'm going to go one more time, but we're having horrible luck with this right now. We'll go one more. I don't give a shit about rank right now, guys. I'll be honest with you. I understand what I need to do to rank, and it's called fucking spam is it. And it sounds like the most boring fucking day of my life to just spam is it. Doop doop boop doop doop boop boop. 2 crystal barricades, they protect each other and you get hexproof. Yeah. This is the Aiden fucking jank deck, which I actually really enjoy, but we're having horrible luck with it right now. We're getting Izzited to death, which is not fun. $50 people here and 23 likes. We can't even get to a 50% ratio. That's a goddamn shame. That is an absolute fucking shame. That is an absolute fuck. That is disgrace. Disgrace right there. Oops, all SIDS. You're not ramping, bro. You bolt the bird. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. We all know it. We all know it. We were all taught that 1,000 years ago. Unholy Annex again. Oops, all SIDS. Are you allowed to have any number of SIDS in your deck? Or is it like a limit? We actually did really good with this deck yesterday, by the way. The demon deck. I'm losing right now with it, but before we were doing quite good. Oh my god. Do you know how many times we've been matched up with against the demon deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times out of the last 8 games. Bro. I can't even with that, bro. I can't even with that. I cannot. I can't with that. It's fucking awful. That's like all I get matched up against. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of the last 9. Where is it? Ridiculous. Absolutely absurd. What is he ramping to? We need double the amount of cards. I don't care. As per origin. Aiden again. Cleric. What is Buddy running here, man? Up the beanstalk. What is bro running here, man? He's ramping. Is this Ugin? That's lame if it's Ugin. This is Ugin. This is just Ugin to life. This is just Ugin. Okay, Bitter Triumph. Put Aiden in the graveyard. We can zombify him. We don't have a Cactar in the graveyard. Hey, what's up, TJ? MTG Hillbilly, how you doing? How you doing? Nice deck. It's a nice deck you got there. Oh, it's Knights of the fucking Round. Awesome. Awesome. I fucking love it. It's Knights of the fucking Round. Good for him, man. Good for fucking him. Let's do this. I'm gonna be down. Okay. Discard Aiden Usurper. Discard 2. We'll discard that too. Night tokens. OM Moonbeam. Bring it back. Okay, so how do we beat him here? Okay, we killed that. Boom. Gain a lot of life. Gain up to 24. Draw. Discard a card. Be Demon Wall. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll be Demon Wall. Bring White Knight. Bahamut. Not land. Is he gonna go for 8? And he's gonna go in. We block that. Okay, so we will do this. Discard a card. We will kill Bahamut. We will get rid of Dredger's Insight. Say combat. Bring back Bahamut. Bring back Yuna. There's Jumbo Cactar at the last minute. At the last second. Create a night token. Discard a card. Cactuar. Probably, I think I die anyways. He'll probably banish Bahamut? I think I die anyways. Good game though. Fun game right there. Oh, he can bring back Bahamut, right? No, he can't. He can bring back Esper Origins. That's 12. Okay, so I gotta block. That's 12. I gotta block that, unfortunately. However, I can do this. Down to my last one right there. Destroy have one target non-land permanent. This, will die. Turn target creature I control the battlefield. It's going to be a usurper. And then go next. And then we go my graveyard. We choose Jumbo Cactuar. And then swing in for 100,000 points of damage. Yeah, next. 100,000 life. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. Let's see. We gotta see something here. He's just blocking with 2? Yeah, I'll do 2 to him and 110,000 2 to him. That seems like a good plan. That seems like a good plan. All right, so now he's got to do 10,000 damage, which is not ideal, really, when you think about it. Not ideal for him to do that. Here comes Ultimate End. Ward Indestructible. And Origins. Boom, 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 boom. He usually kills them. The irony here is that we're going to be stuck in this game forever. He's probably going to deck out before he can do that much damage. You know how much damage you have to do 10,000 points of damage? He could. It would take him 10 rounds at 1,000 per round. At 100 per round, which is maybe what he can do here, he'll deck out before he can win the game. Also the Hunter, welcome. Yeah, very funny here. This is humorous. Most humorous to me. Standard flourishing. Yeah, this is such fucking nonsense. You can go in. Good for him, man. Punch the brick wall. Wasn't even able to do 1,000 damage. It would take him. Wasn't even able to do 100. It's gonna take him 100 rounds to do this much damage. I don't think he's got it. That's my suspicion. My suspicion is he doesn't fucking have it. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. There we go. We did it again. We did it again, guys. You know, it'd be really funny. If we did that. Now, the question is, 120,000 damage. That's question number 2 here. Riddle me that, bad man. Can he do 100,000? I don't think he can. I have a feeling that he's not going to be able to do that. Uh-oh, I might deck out before he does. Yeah, I'm drawing cards too quick. Next round. Well, he's drawing. Yeah, there you go. That's funny. That's funny enough. That's going in a video right there. That's just pure nonsense. That's pure shenanigans. Pure shenanigans. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, is this deck gonna get you to Mythic? I don't think so. Is it gonna get you to Funny Town? Yeah, it's gonna get you right. It's gonna put you right on the fucking train to Funny Town. I'm gonna tell you that much. It's gonna get you right on the goddamn train to Hilariousville City, to Laugh City. This is nonsense. This is utter fucking broken nonsense, and I love it. I can't say anything more about it. Yeah, I can't. What can I say, man? What can I say? Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I realized that later. Unholy Annex was decking me. But I already had 2 of them out. I already had 2 of them out, which was, you know, not much I could do about that. He was drawing fast, too. He was drawing a lot of extra cards, too. I was getting ahead of him. He was ahead of me, but I was slowly getting ahead of him there, so. Opinions on Vivi, it's fucking busted and crazy. That's my opinion on Vivi. Vivi is busted and crazy and broken in all kind of different crazy ways. It's an insane card that probably should be banned. Legitimately. I hate to be the guy that's got to say it, but I got to say it. Probably should be banned. Probably should be banned. Overall. Because it's fucking nuts. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at it real quick. We have some free time before we do the shakedown breakdown. Or Vivi Ornitier. Boom, boom. Is it worth the two mythic rares? So here's the thing about Vivi. If you put Vivi down turn 4, let's say, you can immediately pump him. Turn 3, turn 4, it's pretty much over. If they don't kill him, what you can do is add X power, and you can power him up. Target creature. Boof, boof. You can increase his power to such a degree that you basically have so much mana that there's almost nothing. You can keep casting spells, and every time that you cast a spell on him, you can increase his power and do damage. So you basically can get a win con. I think Monstrous Rage is part of the problem. I think Vivi's broken. Vivi will be broken even without Monstrous Rage. Monstrous Rage is part of the issue, but even with stuff like this, even with putting down Vivi with something like Felonious Rage or even Wild Ride, because you can immediately activate. You could put him down turn 4, activate Wild Ride. He'll be a +5. Activate 5 mana, and this thing is 5. And then you can cast 5 more spells after that if you have all 1-level spells. So you do 5 total damage, and you can just throw fire at someone. You basically can win with Vivi on turn 4, which is just the level of utility he has is just insane. Vivi is a black mage, which is a created bioweapon. Vivi is literally a black mage, which is a synthetic type of person created to be a weapon. I've been running a lot of Vivi and Wild Ride. Yeah, Wild Ride, I talked about Wild Ride back in Tarkir and nobody believed me. Wild Ride's a really fucking good card. The fact that you can cast it from your graveyard is really good. Here's the thing. Vivi makes an already super effective prowess deck with Corey Steel Cutter and all this shit even better. That's the thing about. That's the thing. It's already. I guess I'm tired. It's already a horrible situation that we're in. Vivi is a guy. Yes, Vivi is a black mage. All black mages are male, I believe. I mean, it's largely inconsequential when you're a synthetic person. But Vivi kind of acts like a the Geralf Infinite Zombo. No, I didn't see that. Vivi kind of acts like a child. Vivi acts like a young boy. He's kind of shy and friendly and naive and very nice and kind of, you know, knows right from wrong. He's a good character. He's a great character. Probably one of my favorite characters. His card is fucking busted beyond belief. So how do you do the Geralf Infinite? Whenever a zombie you control enters, put a 1/1. Geralf. Yeah, don't forget that Knights are really good. Jim Davis did in pre-release. Is it standard? Oh, so it's Cauldron Geralf. Okay. Okay. So you can keep generating combos and keep pinging damage. Okay. Is it infinite or just really broken? Yeah, Cauldron is a weird card that just enables all kind of shenanigans. Cauldron's just another one of those. That's another favorite of. You'll notice that it's a Trexodactyl favorite, Cauldron. Vivi is also in Kingdom Hearts. Oh, it's really fucking hot in here. I'm gonna turn up my fan. Well, broken if you don't flood, but yeah, okay. Alright, I get what you're saying. Every time you cast a spell, you get a zombie token, so you have to cast spells. Yeah, I can see how that would be broken. I'm not even going to run the Is It, because I would love to do a Vivi Is It, but it is so... People are expecting it, and they're just not going to like it. They're just not going to enjoy... What other decks do we want to do? I was kind of thinking about this mono red here. I was kind of thinking about this mono red with GF Cerberus, Girlfriend Cerberus. That actually means Guardian Force. I forgot about it. It was called Guardian Force. It's just so funny to see GF Cerberus. Well, about a minute of Mardu Legends, but I need so many rare wild cards. Oh, yeah, we have Aerith. Huh? We have Aerith. Let's craft with her. Gain. Life. Gain. This is stupid. This White Mage's Staff, whenever this creature attacks, you gain 1 life. That sucks, dude. Yeah, we can do Cleric. We can do fucking Cleric. We can do Rosa Resolute at the beginning of your combat, but when a creature gains lifelink, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's alright. We have legendary creatures. It shouldn't be attack. Every time you cast a spell, get his eyes. Does anyone know what the next set will be? What the next set will be, Michael Anthony? It's going to be called Edge of Eternities, and it's going to be Space Fantasy. Is this the real life? Is this a fantasy? Well, I sure hope nothing bad happens to her. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 on each cleric you control. Ooh, that's good stuff. Ooh. Whenever this creature attacks, that sucks, man. Double triggers. Yeah, double triggers. Aerith. Rosa, Resolute White Mage. She's not great, but we're going to put him in there. There's black clerics in here. Laciel. Human. She's a cleric, huh? Ooh, baby, baby, you're a wild one. When some of the noise peacekeeper, blah, 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 Ares dies. Cleric Legend. What other cleric legends do we have that would really help? Put a 1/1 on each legendary creature you control. So we would need to put legends out. Who are my mono white legends right here that would? Zach Fair. Zach Fair enters with a 1/1 counter on it. Sacrifice. Put counter and attach equipment. So he gives his life up for Cloud, Sundial, Dawn Tyrant. Ash, Princess of Dalmasca. Whenever Ash attacks, look at the 5/5 cards, reveal an artifact among them. Put them. Alright. All white legends. Dion. I think I gotta craft Dion. I think that if we do even more than Rose Resolute, we kind of go wide with it. Essence Channeler. Yeah. Essence Channeler is going to be good. Beatrix. She's such a cool character, and I love her art here. You can imagine why. Venet. He's a wizard. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. Okay. Alright. Hydelian the Mother Crystal. This is Final Fantasy XIV. Heart of Hydelian. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. This ability triggers on one turn. Interesting. Not that amazing. Snow Violers. Snow Villiers. Snotskin. Gains control of another target permanent you control. Okay, Cloud. Alright, White Mage. Gartia. The Alayan Eye. Whenever one or more creatures or artifacts you control die, draw a card. It's not terrible. I'm playing more of a graveyard recursion with Squall, Joshua, Ash. Interesting. Hey, what's up, Show Shaman? I love everything you say. You want to start something new and it's breaking my heart and you're leaving. Welcome, Plasma Demon. Zyran. Love the Cauldron. Amalia. I kind of want to do all white. I kind of want to do a mono white. Dion, I think, is good. He's a really good card. Rufus Shinra. With his gross dog. Renoa, Hartley. Angelo. Not a very good card. There's Noctis, Prince of Lucis. Just not good. Just not good. You can resurrect artifacts. That's so lame. I can't get around on how I mean, I guess it's a commander card, really. Sarah Farron. Authority. Yeah, Authority. I'm just kind of spitballing here. Plasma Demon. Golbez Affinity. Golbez would be interested. Golbez Artifacts. I think Golbez Artifacts actually is not the worst thing in the world. There's a lot of fucking rares here, man. A lot of fucking rares. If we do Legends, we do Life Gain. Gain Life. Restoration Magic. Very cool card, by the way. Kiraga is powerful. The White Crystal. Genji Glove. I know, I'm going to have to put Sheltered by Goats. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, it sucks, but... Moogle's Value. By the way, this is really good on a Go Wide. You're talking about an Elspeth deck? This is really good in that. I don't know. I need some thought on this one. I need some thought on this one. By the way, you have full art Final Fantasy lands. If you didn't know that, you have full art Final Fantasy lands. They give you one for free, which is very nice of them. They didn't have to do that, but they did. Save next. All right, let's do a shakedown breakdown here, guys. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild one. Good morning. How you doing, Chris Metasis? Any chance you do an Ira Live Life Gain Grand Creature deck dies now that Final Fantasy is live? Well, I did kind of do two of those, Chris. I did the Sephiroth deck and I did the Knights deck. Both have a similar, both kind of have a similar feel to them. I would check them out, but I'm definitely going to do a Gain and Drain deck overall. I'll you know me. I live for that, so. Battle Menu is very good, by the way. Battle Menu is very good. Trex, did you shout yourself out? Also, we're going to do a shakedown breakdown here. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild one. No, I mean, yeah, you get some nonsense in there, man. You know, discard. Discard, draw. Ninja Blades. I actually really like Ninja Blades. I don't like how expensive it is. You get a 2/2 ninja and you hurt people real bad if you hit them. You draw a card and you discard a card. That player loses life equal to the discarded mana value. You can actually do a lot of nonsense with that if you hit it right. It's very tricky, but it is possible. It is certainly possible. Do. That. Shinra reinforcements. Absolutely, Ninja Blades. Caustic Bronco would be cool. True Yellow Dart, how you doing? Welcome. Return battlefield. Zombify, live or die. It doesn't add up. Lich Knight's Conquest. Evil Reawaken. I like how this guy's flavor text is just That's literally his flavor text. His flavor text is an evil laugh. I love it. It's good stuff right there. You want your flavor text to be an evil laugh, man. That's if they give me a card one day, it'll just be an evil laugh. Oh, you think I can't do an evil laugh? Come on. What do you fucking think you're dealing with here, eh? Can I ask you, what's your tactic for making this deck? I'll tell you the number one advice that I was just telling people before. Make it good at one thing and great at another. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, okay? Don't try to do everything all at once. Make one thing good and one thing great. Yeah, basically, I'm going to do it for you, True Yellow, but yeah, it goes really fast. The Mastery Pass is really quick. It basically, if you get, there's no way that you wouldn't be able to get to 50. You know, probably 40 and you'll be fine. Your night deck does wonders for me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sensaja. I want you to leave that in a comment under the night deck. That's what I want you. That's all I ask. My simple favor is like that video and leave that comment under the video. Your text would be, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you for doing it. Boom. Well, I boof. I used to say boof a lot. I more than boom. I do boof. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, so when you want to build a deck, you want it to do two things. You want it to do one thing really good, and you want it to do one thing okay. You don't want it to be too complex. You want to keep it concise, focused, and have clear win cons. You don't just want to throw a bunch of stuff in there. So start with an idea. Start with a card and build yourself around that. See a card, be like, I like this card, build around that card. You know? If that's the card that you're feeling, build around it. Say, all right, well, I'm going to try a deck that's based on this card. And I think you'll find that you'll be really successful. Okay. I got to start shaking down, breaking down here, guys. It's enough of this. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight we are running the Demon King. Yeah, there is a nonsense deck. I don't even want to oversell it. This deck is nonsense. It's jank in its purest. It is the height of jank. It is the most purest distilled jankery that you could possibly do. A lot of people ran this in early access. This was probably a well-known kind of, should we call it a glitch? I don't know. So some sort of just buffoonery, chicanery perhaps even, that was going on for a while in Golgari. You know I love Golgari. This is a Demon Golgari Reanimator combo here. Do you want to do 999 points of damage and gain 999 life? I got you, fam. Don't worry. You've probably heard of this. A few other people have made videos. This is the J Villain version. I hope you like it. Before we get down into it, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live stream goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. You can come by in both places. We would love to have you there. Did you miss a live stream? That's too bad. Hit that notification bell and you'll be always notified when we go live. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there on Discord. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I built are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this absolute nonsense, this absolute madness that we're about to unleash on the world, go right down there. So what does this do? Okay, let me just start with it right away because it's just complete, again, jank. Jumbo Cactuar has a 10,000 needles. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets plus 99999, okay? So it's going to do 9999 plus 1. It's going to do 10,000 points of damage. Now, you say, Jay, that's pretty silly. Okay, that's, you know, it gets on the board. It takes 7 to get out, and then I got to attack on 8, and then, you know. Well, what if we made it worse? What if we made things so much worse? That's why we have Arden the Usurper, who I'm going to call Aiden the whole time, and his absolute sweet dripped-out trench coat. What he does is he reanimates anything in your graveyard and brings it back as a demon with haste and menace. That is when Jumbo Cactuar comes back, and it all of a sudden is doing, you know, its base is 4/4, and now it's doing 10,004 points of damage, menacing, and lifelink. So even if you don't kill them with 10,000 points of damage, guess what? You've also just gained 10,000 life. That is the idea here. It is ludicrous. Okay. Let me get the not funny stuff out of the way first. Cut down, Bitter Triumph, you get it. Cut down is for your aggro. Bitter Triumph is to make sure that you have the cards you need in your graveyard. You need Aiden in your graveyard. You need Jumbo Cactuar in your graveyard, okay? Because we're going to be doing a lot of nonsense reanimation here. So you want Bitter Triumph definitely to put things into your graveyard right there and to make sure that you have the combination pieces in play and keep them suppressed. I like Demon Wall on the curve right here. Why not? Why not a Demon Wall from Final Fantasy IV, 1 black and 1, 3/3 Defender Menace. As long as this creature has a counter on it, it can attack as low as it didn't have Defender on it. Not bad, but it curves real nicely into your Unholy Annex on 3, which is going to draw you cards. And again, we do want to draw cards to make sure that we can get the combo pieces out that we need. So Demon Wall into Unholy Annex is great. I'm also going to use Dredger's Insight, which is one green and 1. Whenever 1 or more artifacts or creatures leave your graveyard, you gain a life. Whenever this enchantment enters, you mill 4 cards. You put an artifact, creature, or land from among the mill cards in your hand. So we're going to mill cards. We want to make sure that we have Jumbo Cactuar and Aiden the Usurper in the graveyard. That's the idea. We want them in there. That is how it's going to help. What we want to bring back is probably the lands to make sure that we're hitting a smooth land draw as we go. We also, so that's not a bad one to put down. I also really like Esper Origins. Esper Origins is a very strong green card that I think you're going to see more of here. 1 green and 1. Surveil 2 and gain 2 life, okay? Very, very cool stuff. So Surveil, of course, you look at the top 2 cards. You can put them in your graveyard. What do we want in our graveyard? We want Aiden and Jumbo Cactar. That is our combo play. We want to put those silly guys in there so they can get up to their shenanigans. If it's a spell was cast from a graveyard, exile it, then put it on the battlefield transformed under its owner's control with a finality counter on it. So the only way to flip this thing is to play it and then play it again from your graveyard. And it summons Esper Maduin, which is, I believe, Terra's dad, if I think. It's a Saga Elemental. Reveal the top card of your library. If it's a permanent, put it in your hand. You get to add 2 green. And then other creatures you control get +2 and +2 and trample until the end of turn. Really, really cool stuff right there. The fact that you can play it out of your graveyard for 4 more, gain 2 life, and keep surveilling for Terra combos right there. So really good card from Final Fantasy. This is Esper Origins. All right. Bale Mercs, I'll put him in the 2. Bale Mercs is another friend of mill right here, because you have up impending for 1 black and 1, enters, mill 4 cards, and return a non-avatar creature card or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. A lot of times you don't even want to. The only cards that you're really going to want to return from the graveyard to your hand is maybe Demon Wall. You want to leave some of these in your graveyard because you want to reanimate them, or if you have a bit of Triumph and you want to re-discard them or something like that. So 2 Bale Mercs is going to be fine to help you mill. And of course, it's normally it's a 5/5, 2 black and 3, but normally we're almost always going to play it for its impending on the 2 as it goes. Unholy Annex. Yeah, if we're going to be dealing with demons, we might as well have the best demon card out there, right? It is arguably one of the best black 3 drops in the game currently. 1 black and 1. At the beginning of your end step, if you have a demon, you draw a card, they lose 2 life and you gain 2 life, which is solid to put them down. Otherwise, you lose 2 life. I like the extra card draw. Again, we don't care. As long as we get our combo out, if we get our combo out at 1 life, it doesn't matter because we're going to gain 10,000 life. I really don't care about losing life to draw cards. But in addition, we also have the Ritual Chamber. We can win it the old-fashioned way, just with Flying Demons and Drain, if we want to do it that way, because we do get a good synchronization between Demon Wall, Unholy Annex, and then curving out right there. So that is why we throw that in there, because, again, we need to make sure we hit our combos. We need stuff in the graveyard. We need stuff in our hand. We need to cycle through a lot of cards because that is the silliness that we want to get up to. For resurrection purposes, I have chosen Zombify, which is the 4-drop bring back from the graveyard to the battlefield. What we want to do, how to play this deck, get Aiden into your graveyard, get Jumbo Cactar into your graveyard, Zombify Aiden for 4, okay? Then Aiden resurrects Jumbo Cactar and immediately attacks. And that'll do your 10,000 points of damage right there. That's the point. Zombify is the fastest way that you're going to get Arden back out, in my opinion. You can also do, if you really want to surprise people, you can do Live or Die. It's an emergency removal. Also, not only is it an emergency removal, it returns a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it's a 5-drop instant speed reanimator for Arden, okay? So you can even do that on your opponent's turn. If they tap all their mana out, you can hit it on there, boom, bring it back, and then combat begins and you can do your tricks. So that is going to be our reanimator. We want to make sure that we get it. Now, you can do any kind of reanimator that you want on here, as long as you kind of have that combo play. That is why we want to cycle through so many cards and bring stuff back and do the things that we need and draw cards. Here are the nonsense boys. 2 green and 5, 1/7, 10,000 needles. It is a plant. It is a Cactar with a mustache. He is going to do 10,000 points of damage. Just absolute nonsense, man. Just ridiculous. Everyone has talked about this card. It is flavor accurate, because this usually kills you right away in the game if they do 10,000 needles. And swinging this guy in for 10,000 points of damage is never not funny. When you see that your opponent, I almost got my opponent to exactly -9999 with them. If you pull it off, please take a screenshot. If you get somebody down to exactly -9999 life, I just, all hail to you, man. That's amazing stuff that you've pulled off. You're beyond memes. So you bring out the Cactar. Now, it's dangerous on its own if you're able to hardcast it, but what we really want to do is bring it back with Arden the Usurper. 3 black and 5. He is an 8-drop. He is expensive. He is the bad guy from Final Fantasy 15. Elder Human Noble. Demons you control have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste, which is part of the reason that I like Demon Wall and the Ritual Chamber in this, because he does enhance them quite a bit too. Star Scourge is his power. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard, by the way. Not just your graveyard, a graveyard. So he can resurrect your opponent's shit that you have made. Have they have a Bahamut in their graveyard or something huge that you killed? Bring back anything from a graveyard. If you exile the card this way, create a token that is a copy of that card, except it's a 5/5 black demon. Insanely powerful. And remember, 5/5 black demon with menace, lifelink, and haste. That means you would bring back a 5/5 black demon jumbo cactar, swing in for 10,005 life with menace. So they have to have 2 blockers to stop that. They can't even just have 1 blocker. They got to have 2. And then guess what? It's lights out guerrilla radio. Turn that shit up. They're done. 10,000 points of damage. Even if they block it, you now have 10,000 life. Okay? What are they going to do? How are they going to beat you with 10,000 life? Basically, the only way they can do that is mill you out or hit you with their own jumbo cactar. 10,000 life is not easy to chew through with a standard deck, let me tell you. So the game is going nowhere fast, let me tell you. So that is the absolute nonsense that we can run with these cards. Thanks Final Fantasy for bringing in the ridiculousness here. 9 swamps, 8 forests, 5 forests, 3 blooming marshes, I think Llanowar Waste. 1 or 2, you could probably get away with more underground mortuaries. I do want to surveil a little bit more here. I think that I'm wrong by doing a little bit more. We want to make sure the stuff is in our graveyard, and underground mortuary certainly does help with that. And of course, Wastewood Verge, I think 2 is perfectly fine. I don't like that it starts with green, so I'm not too crazy about that. If you don't have those, I wouldn't say that they're essential right there, because they start with green. We kind of start with black more frequently. As far as 1-drops for cut down. So we look at the stats on this thing. Standard deck, a splish splash of green, mostly black, 14 creatures, avatar demons, elder horror, human, plant, nobles, and wall, 10 instants, 7 sorceries, 4 artifacts, 8 enchantments, 24 lands altogether on a 4.3 CMC average. Aiden and that cactar are eating up a lot of mana. They're doing it. They're doing big stuff right there. It doesn't matter. We're looking for nonsense. This is, again, I want to say this. I want to put a disclaimer on this because I'm going to get a lot of comments. Jay, this isn't super competitive. You're not going to get to Mythic with this. You're going to lose a whole bunch. Yeah, maybe, but also you're going to smash people in the face for 10,000 points of damage, which is, are you trying to play the game just to win, or are you trying to play the game to stunt and have fun? If you're trying to stunt and have fun, my guy, my girl, whoever you are, this is the deck for you. This is nonsense flexing right here. This is pure unadulterated gas jank for no other reason than for the pleasure of it. Okay, this is, if you just want to win games in 1 minute, play mono red, man. You want to really do something, you want to really do something crazy, this is the one for you right here. As far as sideboard goes, we have a couple of different options. I really do like Town Greeter. It mills 4 cards. You put a land into your hand, and then if it's a town card, you gain 2 life. You can throw some towns in there, but the mill is nice, and you can return lands and get what you need right there. Town Greeter's not bad. The original version of this, I tried to throw in Fang, Fearless Lassie, and Vanille, Cheerful Lassie. I did swap them in and out occasionally, so you might see me play them once or twice. They didn't really work. I put like 1 or 2 copies each. They were okay. I feel like we were kind of off focus, and we'll have to give them their own deck eventually. But you may see me throw one in there because I do like Vanille's mill and return a permanent on there. She's just a little expensive. Tiny Bones lets everybody discard cards, which is useful. And when you play legendaries, everyone can discard mill and lose life. Liliana is a great discard and kill card outlet for us right there for the 3-drop. Another Live or Die is not bad. A little bit more resurrection is not going to be terrible. And I wouldn't be mad at you for throwing another Overlord of the Baelmerks in there if you wanted to. But yeah, Fang, Fearless Lassie, and Vanille, sure. I never got to combine them into Ragnarok, which is actually pretty cool, but they do all right. Especially Vanille. I want to say Vanille is not bad because you get to mill and do that. But if you don't bring her in with Fang, then you're not doing too much. So that is going to be the deck right there. It is pure unadulterated nonsense jank, and it is fun as heck. You're going to see in this video, I guarantee you, you're going to see people go down to negative 10,000 life. So enjoy that. Let's get into it. Standard ranked, here we go. Oh, bonus game for you right here. Bonus game. CB, I'm so good. I'm so happy you're having a good time with those knights, man. Hammerhook the Ambitious. Alright, last one, boys, and then we're out of here. Oof. Forest. We'll be able to put Cactar in the graveyard. It's one piece of it right there. What do I recommend for paper builds at the LGS? I'm not the best paper guy. I'm not sure. A lot of your... Yeah, I mean, they'll run in paper. They might be expensive. I don't build for paper prices, I think, is my biggest issue. I don't try to run paper prices, so... you might be a little expensive, but, I mean, just about anything will work, you know? I love how you still put the play button. It's part of the fun, man. It's part of the fun. Okay, so let's put down Demon Wall. We're gonna get Aiden the server out here. We'll put him in the trash. Ooh, baby, baby, you're wild. Card. Sure. As for Origins, I'll take. Take that. Put you in the grave. And there goes my whole graveyard. Got no graveyard. I have nothing. Yeah, he exiled my graveyard, so I don't think I have any blink on. Yeah, I don't have a blink on. I'm glad people are appreciating Black Waltz. Wow, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright, we're done. We're done. Skeleton Corey Steel. I know Mythic Mike loves his skeletons. We're actually working on trying to make a skeleton video. Mana here real quick. Hey, look at that. Alright, we're done. Alright guys, I'm sending you off on your way right now. Please go give some love to the Knights deck, guys. I'm trying to get that one to blow up, man. Let's get that Knights deck fucking... Get that bitch on trending. There you go. If you haven't seen it yet, it's really fucking good. If you haven't left a comment, if you haven't liked it, go ahead and do that. We're going to raid you out on your way right here. Thank you. Shinigami Ryuk, how you doing, man? Welcome. And we're going to send you to... Should we send you to Jaffo? We'll send you to Jaffo. Adios, everyone. Good night. Farewell. Good luck. Bye-bye. We'll see you tomorrow.